Welcome to TRW Manager Minute, where we're discussing becoming more efficient. Companies everywhere want to create growth. If you have a business, you're running a company, if you're running an operation, an organization, nonprofit or for profit, you want it to grow. You want it to be successful. You want it to provide better services. You want to be able to provide more profit and growth for your employees, for your clients, for your associates, for shareholders. The question is, how do you do that? In a tight economy, especially, we have the biggest challenge of knowing how to accomplish more with less. Oftentimes, the distraction or the temptation is for employees to think that if we just simply throw more warm bodies at it, let's throw more employees, let's hire more people. Sometimes that is the answer. Oftentimes it isn't. Especially in a tight economy, the key in becoming efficient and creating growth is accomplishing more. So in order to become more efficient, employees, managers are always asking themselves, how do we do this? And they want to be able to fix this. They need to be able to fix this and address things. What's interesting about efficiency is that it's oftentimes, as Benjamin Franklin said about money, don't watch the dollars, watch the cents. The dollars take care of themselves. Don't watch for the big things that you think work against efficiency, is watch a lot of the little things. Hallway conversations, the number of meetings, the types of meetings, the efficiency or inefficiency of meetings, the emails. How many times do we send an email where somebody's copied? 4 people, 5 other people are carbon copied. Then everybody responds back and forth, and after a while, it goes nowhere. After 3, 4, 5 days of that, the thread dies. No one picks it up. Then at a meeting, you become a little bit tensious because there's a lot of tension because what? Didn't you say? Well, the very not clear communication. So those things eat up into efficiency, and which break down communication. So let's talk about the 3 primary areas in which efficiency can happen, which allows for companies to grow and become much more profitable. The 3 areas all start with the letter P, okay? Processes, problem solving, and people. Not necessarily in that order. It really is, you want to be able to have the right people, and they got to be good problem solvers together, teamwork, and they got to be able to build processes. Okay, but whenever you're dissecting or you're assessing, most people tend to think that let's figure out if it's our people the problem. Usually the problem is not the people. Usually the problem is the processes. The processes are unaligned. There's not an alignment all the way from the top of the company down to the team members, and thus problem solving breaks down. Everything becomes inefficient.
So, Maurice, tell me, is this where in the Steve Jobs interview, they talk about 5 key things? Is this where you're going with that?
Yeah, that's right. This is where Steve Jobs said that companies, and what he did in Apple, work very well because it creates a team dynamics all the way from the top to the bottom. Remember the 5 things that he said. Number 1 is roles and responsibilities. Everyone knows what everyone is supposed to be doing, and you delegate very clearly. Right. The second one is they met regularly. They met weekly. How often?
Once a week.
Once a week. For how long?
For 3 hours.
3 hours. They discuss the whole business, okay? Then he said that you have to basically trust each other. And how did he define trust?
Basically saying that you trust your team to do their job without being on their backs.
Exactly right. And then you meet very well and you discuss the whole business, everything going on. And number 5, you make sure that everyone is
on the
same page.
Okay, it sounds so easy, but what are the challenges? Well,
the challenges are the things that get in the way of being able to implement this. Well, think about it. What could they be?
Personality.
There you go. Personality. And what else?
Handling problems.
Okay, you have everybody has a different style of handling problems. They have a different style of what?
Personal conflict.
Conflict management. What other areas?
Presenting their ideas.
That's right. Presenting the ideas and receiving ideas. Listening to each other. Different styles of what else?
Trust.
Trust
is a big one.
Exactly. Communication. So you put all those things. It almost feels like
herding cats.
Like herding cats. Okay. And quick question. And who are the cats?
We are. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody is. Why? Because everybody's chasing each other.
Okay, Maurice. So, of the 5 key steps, which one do you feel is the most important?
Well, first, let's go over all of them real quickly. Number 1 is roles, responsibilities, and delegation.
Definitely.
Okay. Number 2 is meeting weekly on a regular basis.
Right.
Number 3 is
defining trust.
Trust, where everybody follows through on what they said without being, nagged all the time.
Right.
Number 4 is what?
Meet well.
You got to meet well. It's got to be a very well structured, very good meeting. And number 5 is
everybody on the same page.
On the same page. The single most important one of them all. Which one do you think it is?
I would say define trust.
Define trust. That is way up there, but it isn't.
Which one is?
The most important one is meeting regularly on a weekly basis. If that doesn't happen, you don't have a format by which you can build trust and seeing everybody perform and communicating. But by meeting regularly, you have a structure by which trust is possible.
Oh, okay. I get it. It's all about the rhythm.
It's the rhythm, exactly. It's about creating a conversation that continues from week to week. It's not having a meeting about something and then trying to herd everybody back in to talk about the next follow-up meeting because everybody gets out of a rhythm.
Right. With the rhythm, everything is possible.
Everything is possible. Human nature. The sun comes up in the east, goes down in the west. It's a rhythm. The efficiency is around a disciplined approach to conversation, to communication, to problem solving. It's all about the rhythm. In the rhythm, things are possible. The issue is not whether we resolve the problem. The issue is not whether we hire the right people. The issue is not whether we are applying the right processes. The issue always comes back to is the company keeping a disciplined rhythm of communication all the way from the top down to the bottom to create alignment. It's all about the rhythm. Well, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our radio lines, okay? We have a lot of callers, and let's see if anybody's on the line and how we can help out. All right, caller, you're on the line.
Hi, this is Erica from Harahan.
Hey, Erica, how can I help you?
I have a very quick question.
Yeah.
I have 3 employees, and I just want to know, how do you run a meeting effectively?
How long have you been the manager?
About 3 years.
About 3 years. How long have they been on board?
About a year, 6 months.
Okay, different. All right, there's a lot of steps, and I want you to basically call back, and we can, because there's a lot of steps. But the first and foremost important step is, do you have a regular meeting with all of them set for a specific time every week?
No, it's just whenever I get in the mood.
Yeah. Do you see the challenge?
No. What is the challenge?
Oh, very good question. A lot of people don't see it. All right. If you don't have a regular meeting, they're not ready to meet with you.
So
they're going to get out of alignment because they don't know when the next meeting is. There's not a stopping point for conversation, update, follow-up, and accountability. And then you're going to use your personality to set up a meeting at the last minute?
Sure, why not?
Are they going to be ready?
I guess not.
Are they going to be excited that she's calling another meeting?
No.
And usually what drives those meetings? Something consistent, plans, goals, or emergencies or surprises?
Usually an emergency.
So would they be excited about being at those meetings?
No, they're not.
That's right. Well, then lies the fact they're not going to be very excited because you're not in a rhythm. You're not predictable. You're not reliable. It doesn't build trust.
Got it. Sounds like we need a meeting every 8 a.m. on Tuesday.
There you go. Let me know how that goes.